Has the spring housing market sprung in Northeast Florida? And what's going on with interest rates? Hey, Mike Rolowitz here, 904 Home Guide Team eXp Realty. Going to take a look today at the February market stats that recently dropped from NEFAR. Going to look at Duval, St. Johns County, February of 23 versus 22, and then also looking back to what happened in January when we saw a bit of a surge in pending sales to see how that translated. So first thing we look at, median sales price up 2.3% from this time last year and just a little over 1% versus what we saw in January. So they're leveling out. They're plateauing, if you will. We don't know how long that'll continue, whether they'll tick back up, whether they may take another little dip here and there. Hard to tell. One of the things we are seeing, though, the spike in pending sales that I mentioned last month, those translated into closed sales this month. So while our closed sales were down 28% from this time last year, February of 22, when we were still enjoying 3% interest rates, actually up 28% versus last month. So a lot of those pending sales that happened in January closed. That dropped our median days on market from 54 days down to 48 days. Other signs of strength for sellers specifically is our month supply of inventory, thanks to that uptick in those closed sales numbers. That was sitting at 4.5 months last month, balanced market. Now we're at 3.3 as of February, a 20% decline. Again, up almost 270% from February of 2022 when we were still in this hyper sellers market, super low interest rates, multiple offers. So easier to be a buyer now, but still a very, very good time to be a seller. A couple other things of note, our active inventory basically flat to last month, about 3,500 available units. One thing we have been noticing as we're doing searches is the absolute number that goes across our whole 6-county region has definitely been on the decline ever so slightly month over month. If we look at list price received, list to sold price ratio, about 97%. So buyers still have some negotiating room. In this market, only 11% of homes sold over list price. So that's about 1 in 10. And we're starting to see more, though. We are starting to see well-priced, nice condition homes go on the market very quickly. In fact, we were fortunate enough to have 2 of our recent listings go under contract within 3-4 days. One with multiple offers. Actually, both had multiple offers now I think about it. So the opportunities are still there for sellers. Price it right. Let us consult with you. Really take the time up front to get your property ready. That's the most important thing. We only get one chance to make that first impression when we've got the professional photographer, when we're doing our videography, to have that home when it hits the MLS, when it syndicates to Zillow and Realtor and all these other sites, to have it looking its best. From an interest rate standpoint, we did see a little bit of a run up in late February coming into March. There was a little bit of a surprise on a jobs report for the second month in a row, a little stronger than expected. Interesting though, the 10-year bond actually dipped the day that report came out. So the market may have priced some of that in. So right now, par rates are sitting right around between 6.5, 6 3/4. They got much closer to 7, which is one of those psychological pain points, I think, that would put some buyers back on the sidelines. Hope is inflation continues to tame and those trend down where we can get a 5 in front of them, which I think will get even more buyers in. Relocation, we always like to touch on that. Hasn't slowed down. We're still very, very busy helping referral partners across the country with clients that are looking for investment properties and primary residences in Jacksonville. So hope this brought some value to you. Spring has definitely sprung. The activity is definitely picking back up in the market. And if you have any questions, buying, selling, investing, absolutely give us a call anytime.